Good morning, folks. Welcome to Quantsapp. This is Vicky Sajnani. Let's get started with the morning brief. Nifty yesterday was up 1.44%, 230 points gains, 16,300. Nifty Bank 35,428, 646 points gains, 1.86% up. Yes, Nifty was up on the account of short covering. This morning, SGX Nifty is pointing to a close to 140 points cut. 16,164 thereabouts is where SGX futures are quoting at. Nifty, let's look at the charts. We are assuming that Nifty is going to open thereabouts of 16,200. The major support zone lies at around 16,300. Resistance lies at 16,300, 16,500 range. So the two levels are 16,300, 16,500, and 16,800 is the next level. On the support zone, we can talk about 16,000 and 15,500 as the major levels, with the intermittent level thereabouts of 15,800 or so. As far as the build-up is concerned, we pointed out that I pointed out that essentially it was short covering, so that's what is supported the market yesterday. One would have to wait and watch how this evolves, whether we are getting further longs into the system or we are going to be affected by the overall global influence as such. Looking at the OI picture for options, again, I think the major stiff resistance on the higher side 16,500 and support zone being 16,200 and 16,000. So the puts OI, you can notice it's at 16,200 and 16,000. 16,000 being one of the highest put OI, and resistance point moving on to Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty essentially is at 35,435. So this is expected to open on a negative territory this morning. So let's see 34,500 and 34,000, two major levels on the lower side. And on the higher side, what we could see is 36,000 being the stiff point. And on the charts, 36,130 happens to be a stiff point as such. So now there are some amount of longs which are coming in, but then not a gusto kind of a system out there. So we would have to wait and watch how it evolves during the day, especially during the European markets. 35,368.10 is thereabouts is the fair price. 35,500, 36,000 being the resistance points, 35,000 being the major support as the put OI is out there. So the next major level after 35,000 is 34,500, as is visible from the OI picture of the options. Now looking at the gainers and losers, clearly NBCC, Cholafin and LTI are the gainers. Zydus Life, Laurus Labs, Concor, the losers. As far as the index contribution is concerned, what we noticed is that 82.79 points are contributed by IT, and private banks contributed 48.61 points. So that's where the major gains are happening. So IT and private banks led the way. Oil was some amount of gains, 22.75, and NBFC 11.9 were the gains. As far as the longs are concerned, auto ancillary, Bank Nifty stocks, capital goods, fertilizer, oil, all are in the long territory as per yesterday's reading. And short covering we are seeing in cement, FMCG, IT, but no shorts and no long unwinding as of now. So one of the stocks which we have on our radar could give a thrust out of that continuation pattern out there on the chart is BEL. So 255.50 is the closing price, I think 255, 260 levels. Once 260 levels get surpassed, you could see targets of 268 and 272. Support being close to 240 levels. That's a major support zone for this counter as per the charts. So looking at the BEL open interest, we are seeing longs coming in. So let's see how it pans out during the day. There could be a minor pullback, and that could be up to 250 also. That could be a good buying opportunity as such. Again, looking at the OI picture on the options front, 260 happens to be a stiff point as far as the call picture is concerned, and 250 happens to be put OI open interest indicative of the support. The next stock which we have is Torrent Power. Torrent Power quoting at thereabouts, closed at 514.45. 525, 550 happen to be the resistance points. Major support zone at around 475. Intermittent support at around 500, which is a psychological level. So that's the picture. And we are seeing a series of longs here too. So that's Torrent Power for you. And looking at the OI picture on the options front, 520 and 530 is the call OI scenario, and the put OI is majorly at 500 and then 480. Looking at the band list, Delta Corp is the stock which we have in the band list. So that's a stock which is there in the band list. And moving on to the summarizing the entire scenario. So 16,000, 15,500 happen to be the two supports for Nifty. 16,300, 16,500 happen to be the resistance points. As far as Bank Nifty is concerned, 34,500, 34,000 happen to be the major supports. 35,000, 35,500 happen to be the resistance points. Pointing out to sectoral long built up auto ancillary cap goods, and BEL, Torrent Power are the two stocks which we discussed. And band list is Delta Corp. Again, we request you to consult your financial advisor and also follow strict stop loss as per your risk appetite, because these are risky markets as such, and especially when you're trading as such. So that's a request to you all. This is our disclaimer, and thank you and wish you happy trading for the day. Thank you.